the issue I am raising, Madam Speaker, is an issue of human rights, deteriorating human rights. These military people who sit here every day are squeezing our people. That's why when they are here, they are just quiet. They are squeezing our people in courts of law. Instead of taking people in courts of law, they are squeezing them in their tribunals. So can we get that response, Madam Speaker, on those three issues? Those who are kidnapped, our arrest, the 16 new members who have been squeezed by the military to plead guilty for offenses they have not committed.
Order.
But order from our side, why don't you sit their side?
Yes, there's an order.
Thank you very much.
Just before you come with the order, did you say that the matter is in court?
Madam Speaker, I said this matter was raised here and government made an undertaking. I was actually given a copy by the clerk of parliament of the matters that government was going to answer. So I have that copy. That's why I am only demanding that government fulfills its bargain. They said they will come here and explain the arrest of members of parliament and then the kidnapping, because the kidnapping is not in court, it is a suspect.
Honorable Minister. No, let's get the answer.
Right, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, I'm struggling to understand what the prayer of the Honorable Semuju is about, because all these matters are in court. Maybe what I can do is to find out how far the matter is in court and then come back and give a response.
He can clarify the prayer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Under Article 28 of our Constitution, and I would like to read.
The presumption of innocence.
No, 28:1 says, in determination of civil rights and obligations or any criminal charge, a person shall be entitled to fair, speedy, and public hearing before an independent and impartial court or tribunal. What the Honorable Semuju is raising is that the government is in the habit of hurrying to arrest persons they suspect of committing a crime, produce them in court, and thereafter relax. Producing a suspect in court to take plea and then keeping quiet for 4 years without any trial. What the Constitution had envisaged is that the trial is actually the prosecution adduced evidence and there is a hearing, not just a matter of bringing them to court and it's mentioned like it's happening in the General Court Martial and several other courts around the country. So the matter that Honorable Semuju is saying relates to the speedy and fair trial. How do you arrest me and put me 5 years? And yet even in the end, even if I'm found guilty, some of the sentences would actually be less than 3 years. So how do I serve 5 years in a trial and yet the punishment may actually be less than the 5 years? That is what we should clarify about. And there are so many examples that we can give right from the court martial and also with the other courts of law.
Another clarification?
Right Honorable Speaker, we were in this house when a colleague joined us. I don't see him here today, the Honorable Balam Barugahara Atenyi. Shortly after he was sworn in, after becoming a Minister of State for Children and Youth.
Where is Balam?
He did say...
No, Balam is coming. You will raise that issue.
The government chief whip, because he raised it through the lead of government business. That's why I'm reminding us here. He did commit and he asked that I retable the names of missing persons, those incarcerated, political prisoners, and so on. And I said, but those lists we had tabled severally. They're even in the library. But I said, for the avoidance of doubt, I retabled a list here. I said, anyone who would like to access it should access it. He committed to giving us an update because he said now he will take the law into his own hands, circumvent the legal processes and so on to ensure that people are freed. I think it would be prudent that the Honorable Balam comes and gives this House an update on what he has been up to, the machinations he has been up to, and how he has gone about this whole process that was in court and were making complaints, as colleagues have mentioned. People were held for 4 years, no trial, no evidence. He said he would handle the matter. Let him come and give us an update, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable, let's not sweep down what Honorable is saying. Honorable Semuju has an issue. People were arrested, they were taken to court, and he wants to know the position.
Madam Speaker, if you allow me to complete, because I was stopped by point of order. And each one of you here, potentially, you might be in prison tomorrow. We have had MPs who have just returned. So when you are speaking about matters of prison, please, the former RODU, allow us to raise these matters. Madam Speaker, the issue of abusing prisoners' rights.
There is a procedure.
I went to Chitalia.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, Rule 73(1) is very clear. Subject sub Rule 5 of this rule, a member shall not refer to any particular matter which is sub judice, any matter that is under the courts of law or being handled by the courts. So, is the honorable member in order of procedure, are we proceeding right to listen to his arguments, well knowing that all the matters he's raising are subject to court decisions? Number two, Madam Speaker, I don't know whether we are proceeding right to listen to Honorable Semuju when he's making allegations that are not, that have no evidence. He mentioned that members of NOP were coerced into accepting certain charges, and there is no evidence to that. Madam Speaker, are we proceeding right?
Honorable members, there is only one person who can determine whether the matter is sub judice or not, and it is only the Speaker. So I have not yet ruled that it is
Thank you
sub
very
judice.
much, Madam Speaker.
Honorable members, the member is just asking something simple to understand where these people are and how these people are being treated and how, basically that.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for your wise ruling. You see, when these prisoners, one of them, the ones who are alleged to have confessed their crimes, now from prison's uniform, he appeared in an NRM t-shirt bearing President Museveni's poster. I was in Chitalia. I took t-shirts to PFF members, the 36 who are there. And the prison told me you cannot bring political t-shirts in the prison. How did government access prison to take their Museveni's t-shirt? You simply cannot abuse rights of prisoners, even when they are subdued. Madam Speaker, these matters are very serious matters. I see...
No, for me, all I want is an update. Let the minister give us an update, how far the government has gone. On the issue of the t-shirts, that's simple. Yes, Honorable Minister.
I just want to thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. You know, the biggest challenge, Madam Speaker, we have is the interpretation of Article 23, Sub-Article 6 of our Constitution. If the Minister can bring to us a list of people on remand and who have been on remand for more than 180 days before their cases have been committed to the High Court, regardless of the crimes they are alleged to have been committed, and what action is being taken by the Director of Public Prosecutions to either discontinue or have these people temporarily released. Because we have very many people recently, I'm told of a person who has been on remand for 13 years without even committal. So let the minister, since he's in charge of the prisons, give us a list of the people on remand for more than 180 days and who have not been.
So we'll give the minister time to bring that report. We'll need to have time to get the report and bring the report. Yes.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, giving the Minister time is okay, but we continue listening and hearing the outcry of people saying they don't know where their people are. Possibly, maybe as the Minister brings the report, given the time you have given him, could he help the Ugandans to identify and locate these people so that when he's reading a report...
Which people?
The-
You mentioned the people.
Right,
That's a sweeping statement.
Right Honourable Speaker, whenever we hear missing people, missing persons...
Which missing persons? You mentioned the name. Mention the name so that the minister comes with the names.
Right Honourable Speaker, I take it.
Madam Speaker, I have Chibalama of Namayumba, a resident from Mwakiso, is one of those people who is missing and not yet known anywhere.
You know, as a legislator, you must be complete when you're speaking. You've said the right person, Chibalama of so and such, or of such and such a place. You get it, eh? Not just saying a sweeping statement that we have missing people. Next item. Minister, will you give us that information in 2 weeks' time?
Item 3 on the order paper.